greatest digital asset ever created. I'm so glad I accumulated before the space got saturated. XRP the greatest digital asset ever created. Make the haters aggravated, get the spaceship activated. XRP the greatest digital asset ever created. I'm so glad I accumulated before the space got saturated.
Alright guys, what's good? I'm back with another video. I just wanted to take some time out today to go through some crypto, back like I always do. Just wanted to hopefully make sure my volume is good once I load this video up. But we're definitely back up, guys. Today is 60,000 back for Bitcoin. Ethereum is 2,600, and then if you scroll down a little bit, XRP is back up 60. 59.7 cents now. So we're definitely going back in the green from that crash that was happening on Monday. We did a nice little pullback and bounced right back up. You guys let me know your thoughts as well, as far as are we going back down again one more time, a couple more times, or are we going to be a steady growth? That was a big thing on market crash on Monday. So pretty much Bitcoin pulls, revisits the 100K year-end target as Bitcoin sparks back over 62K. A lot of people were scared, especially on Monday, that crypto bounced back so fast. If you was paying attention, Bitcoin went to about 50. Not even 50, I think it was like 49,000, if I'm not mistaken. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong. It was bouncing all over the place, but now it's back up to 60K. What is the target that you think Bitcoin is going to? Now I'm gonna just get a little bit to this Ripple news from the SEC. This was a big thing that just transpired. Judge fines Ripple $125 million, bans future security law violations and long-running SEC case. So let's take a look at this. If I can get the volume on.
Leading crypto platform trusted by over 100 million users worldwide. Let's take a look at the chart of the day. A federal judge ordered Ripple to pay $125 million in civil penalties and imposed an injunction against future securities law violations, ending the long-running SEC case against the platform. XRP, the native token of Ripple, surged nearly 20% on the news, leading market-wide gains. Crypto traders widely expected a settlement in the case throughout July, with the tokens drawing outsized attention from South Korean markets and beating gains in major tokens on several days, as reported. XRP's trading volumes also jumped to $5.6 billion in the past 24 hours. As of 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time, XRP is trading at 60 cents. That's it for today's chart of the day. I'm Jen Sanazi. We'll see you next time to unpack more of the data behind top news stories.
All right, so let's move on a little bit more from that. Also, this was another video from Ripple's lead lawyer. He was just talking about them paying the $125 million in fines. I want you guys to hear what he had to say for a little bit.
I saw your post on X yesterday reacting to a judge fining Ripple $125 million after ruling that institutional sales of XRP violated federal securities laws. Now, you called the SEC's request for $2 billion in fines and penalties an absurd demand, and wrote that you actually respect that $125 million fine that the court has imposed. How are you feeling about this final outcome to a long and protracted legal battle with the SEC?
We're feeling really good about it. Ripple, when it was first sued by the SEC almost 4 years ago, said that we were going to defend this case not only on our own behalf, but on behalf of the entire crypto industry. This administration, with this SEC under this chair, has clearly taken an anti-crypto stance and has engaged in a war on crypto that's playing out in the courts. I think they lost on everything that was important to them. Trying to establish that a token itself, in this case XRP, can be considered a security was soundly rejected by the court. And what the court said is a token is never a security in and of itself, just like a bar of gold is never a security. You can certainly package commodities or virtual currencies up and sell them as securities, but they're not securities in and of themselves. And that's the core clarity that we sought in this case. And the establishing that XRP is not in and of itself a security is the law of the land. What the judge did find is that certain historical sales, beginning around 2015, the way that those sales were packaged with sophisticated third parties, they should have been registered under the securities laws. And that's the piece of the decision that we respect. The judge rejected a $2 billion ask from the SEC because she found that Ripple didn't act recklessly. We didn't act with any intention to defraud anybody. And in fact, there were no victims. The counterparties to those transactions suffered no financial loss at all. But staying true to the law, since there was a technical violation of the failure to register those historical sales, she did impose a fine of $125 million.
All right, and I'm gonna leave it at that. So you guys let me know what you thought, about the case. And we're gonna move on, right? So pretty much I found this that was been pretty much going around Twitter. Russia says Jesus is black, and he gives proof. This is Putin giving proof about Jesus is black. I've been knew this. Or even Abraham, I feel like a lot of people been knew this. I guess just as never was proof. So here's some proof. I'm gonna show you guys this, and you let me know your thoughts in the comments. Make sure you like, subscribe to the channel as well.
Has opened its cellars to reveal remarkable paintings of Jesus dating back to the 1400s. Have you ever seen or heard of biblical icons where Jesus or the Virgin Mary have dark skin? Or even Abraham or King David? Then look beyond Europe. Russia has opened its vaults to reveal biblical icons featuring darker skinned figures. In case this is making you wonder if Russia has its own twist on biblical figures, the answer is a no. This is not the case at all. This is, a matter of fact, as real as the untouched horizon of time. These icons aren't just artistic anomalies. These hold deep meanings of hidden shaded truths, sparking serious, curious questions about history and faith, representation, and the unexpected corners of religious art. Pay close attention, amazing people. You are just about to hear it today, like it is, in this video. In the Bible that the Americans turned white when they told the stories to us. But Russians didn't get the memo. They went off for real history. Songs of Solomon. USA is also a great deceiver, and so many people inherit the wrong lesson from their great-grandparents and their parents, to the point where it's so deep that the lie is made true when the real answer is really just right there. But you never look, because why would you?
San Angelo in Rome is currently hosting an exhibition of 40 Russian icons that have left their country for the first time. They are pieces of art that were hidden after the October Revolution of 1917. In order to protect them from anti-religious destruction.
There's been so much debate going on around the world of late, bestirred by the unveiling of these black biblical icons. Some tend to think that the icons had blackened over time due to age, while others say that the blackness of the icons has nothing to do with age, but are a measure of accuracy meant to depict the actual color of the skins of the people.
Okay, you guys can take your, do your due diligence on that. And at least I brought it to your attention. You can't unsee with something that you already seen. Again, my personal opinion, I've already knew this. I read the Bible heavily, and a lot of the descriptions in the Bible definitely pertain to people in the Bible being black. You know what I mean? So we always had the power. The melanin of our skin is the power. And they definitely changed the narrative. And like, again, on this video, it said, the lie has been so deep that our parents believe this stuff, you know what I mean, and passing this on to us. And now we're here to change the narrative and get more clarity on who we are as a people, where we come from as a people, and how deep this thing really is. And it's beyond me. It's definitely beyond me, and it's definitely beyond you, but it's up to you to know and understand, what your culture is, where you come from, and knowing what's true, because there's a lot of lies out here in this world for sure. Knowing what's true and where you come from is a real thing, and being black is definitely something to be proud of. and definitely something to not be ashamed of at all. So definitely know where you come from is a big thing. And my question would be, why did they lie? You know what I mean? Because if being black is so lesser than, why did they take so much time and effort to lie about black culture? You understand what I'm saying? If it wasn't so powerful that it was, if we wasn't so, big, and we wasn't so smart as it is, as they, pertain us to be, and we're monkeys and things of that nature, why did they go out their way so hard to hide our culture? If we wasn't that big, if we wasn't that important, that's the questions that I always like to ask. Like, well, why did they do it anyway? What did they see in us? What kind of power did they see within us as black people to even want to hide something as that? You know what I'm saying? Because they knew what we were. They knew how powerful as colors we were. And that's just my opinion. That's the questions I ask myself, and that's the questions I ask you guys. I definitely would like to hear people comments in the description below. And then this right here, I thought this was interesting. I seen this podcast with Lil Yachty and Dr. Umar. He made a good point right here. So people been knew, this is the crazy thing, that Jesus is black, but what they hiding from us, So look at this.
I love that. Yeah, okay, I'm with you. That's just the fake out. Yeah. I feel you. Yeah. Okay. That's what they try to mask it as. Yeah. Damn.
Dr. Umar said, damn. Because it's so powerful. It's so powerful. Like, why are we covering up black Jesus? Because we are power. And I like to bring it up. That was a good point. I definitely also wanted to bring this, guys, to your attention. I'm not going to play the whole thing as far as getting all into it, but 55-year-old woman was arrested earlier today on suspicion of publishing written materials to spread racial hatred and false communication. And she is currently held in police custody. So I'll play this really quick.
We have some breaking news now, and a woman has been arrested by Cheshire Police in relation to an inaccurate information on social media about the attacker in the Southport murders. It says a 55-year-old woman from near Chester was arrested earlier today, Thursday the 8th, of course, on suspicion of publishing written material to stir up racial hatred and false communications. She is currently being held in police custody. Chief Superintendent Alison Ross has also made a statement saying that this is in relation to a post which has been fueled by malicious and the protest rather has been fueled by malicious and inaccurate communications online. It is a stark reminder of the dangers of posting information on social media platforms without checking the accuracy. It's also a warning that we are all accountable for our.
So I wanted to also bring up this as well.
This is the story of a woman who's just been sentenced to death in Vietnam. Trong My Lan didn't murder anyone. She didn't traffic drugs. She didn't commit treason. But what she did do was commit a fraud so enormous that it amounted to around 3% of the entire country's GDP.
In the past few minutes, a court in Vietnam has sentenced a wealthy property developer to death for defrauding a bank of billions of dollars. 67-year-old Trong My Lan was found guilty of embezzlement, bribing state officials and violating bank lending regulations after she used her hidden ownership of the Saigon Commercial Bank to channel $44 billion of loans to her own companies. It's been described as one of the greatest bank frauds in history.
And how, for over a decade, did this woman allegedly steal so much money without anyone taking her down? Get ready for a wild ride as we dive into one of the biggest fraud cases in history. This is bigger than Theranos or Sam Bankman-Fried, and it's a scandal that stained Asia's fastest growing economy.
All right, so definitely go take, do your research on this particular video. This lady has stole millions, not even millions, billions of dollars equivalent to Vietnam, billions of dollars, and been making different companies within her company to make it look as though she is doing legal wires around the world, and different people she's been partnering with, they've been investing in her and her company. She has stolen over 3% of the GDP. So I just want you to, this is a thing. They look great, all the jewelry, all the nice, pretty, fancy things. People are very, very malicious, very the integrity is just not there. And when you find somebody real and you find somebody pure, I would definitely suggest you keep them around, because this kind of stuff is around the world. It's not just in the US. Okay, this is around the world. These people are stealing money. You gotta know where you're putting your money at. You gotta understand where your money is being invested, because if you don't, you will get scammed. This is billions of dollars that this young lady has now stolen, and who's now been put to death. She didn't do any quote-unquote criminal, but she's stolen so much money, they're going to put her to death. And this is a big thing. If you haven't seen it, I definitely recommend you go check it out. But definitely be cautious of where you're putting your money, and know and understand who's genuine, who's real, and don't just give your money to anybody, because this could be you who she stole the money to, or a family member, you know what I mean? And then you're not getting it back, because they've been putting their money and investing it to different things that they like to do. So definitely be very, very cautious, guys, and be strategic on what you're doing and investing out here. So be safe. I love you guys. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.